Hi everyone, welcome to a video which is explaining a virtual open day to describe a little bit about A-level biology here at New College. So this video we're going to cover a few of the frequently asked questions that are asked during an open day, such as what topics do you cover in A-level biology, which courses go well, what sort of careers do some of our students go on to doing, what's the sort of level of practical work that we do, and also what are the entry requirements. So there's practical work that goes across both year 1 and year 2, and these are specific practicals that are asked about in the exams, but there's not a separate practical exam, they're just covered in the main exams. The first year is split into 3 different sections, some kind of foundational biology, exchange and transport, and some bit about biodiversity and evolution, and as well as disease. And then the second year is focused on some different areas of biology, such as the nervous system, the kidney, thinking about sugar and diabetes, and also some more detail of some really current genetic research as well. So the practical skills, on average, I think we cover about 1 practical a week, particularly in the first year. And there's a wide variety of different practical skills that we develop in the course. One of them being, for example, a really interesting one relating to what's called a blood smear, where you get to, if students are feeling brave, have a look under the microscope at a little drop of their own blood to be able to identify some of the white blood cells. And this is a picture here showing some of the white blood cells in amongst all of the red blood cells. And these are really useful laboratory skills, as well as things that could be asked in the exam. So there's lots of practical work to be done in the course. The first topic, the foundations, is really thinking about what you need to understand to be able to interpret the following units in biology. So this includes looking at plant cells, animal cells, bacteria cells, thinking about the structure of DNA, thinking about cell division, and thinking about how that can link to cancer, for example. The second unit is more focusing on organ systems and how the human body functions. So looking at the structure of the heart and the lungs, what's inside blood, and as well as applying that to thinking about comparing it with transport in plants and how water and sugar is transported around plants. And then the final unit of the first year, there's a big section on different disease, so different viruses and bacteria, which then obviously has lots of relevance for understanding all the things that are going on in the world right now. But also I think about how humans interact with other organisms in their environment and how organisms interact with each other. Again, a really important sort of current module that links with current issues such as climate change, for example. Now, in regards to what our students go on to doing in the future, particularly if those of you that might be interested in some of the, the really challenging degrees such as medicine, dentistry, nursing, midwifery, physiotherapy, veterinary science, most of those require an A-level biology. So if you're interested in any of those courses, I would highly recommend that you study A-level biology. But biology is also useful for a wide variety of other science subjects at university, of which this is just a small selection shown here of some of the things and some of the institutions that our students have gone on to study in the future. So things like zoology, psychology, forensics are all things that biology A-level would be useful for. Now, often as well, people ask about which courses go well with A-level biology, because the reason that we have the A-level pathways now is to help you to think about making the right choice with a selection of A-levels as a whole package. So many of our students do A-level chemistry with A-level biology, and there's lots of overlap, and I think it is a really useful one in order to help you understand lots of the things in biology if you've covered an A-level in chemistry at the same time. Lots of our students do A-level maths, and again, really helps with the problem solving and the data handling side of biology, which also students often find quite challenging. There's some really good overlaps with the data handling and some of the statistics that's used in psychology. Also, with the study of the brain and the nervous system, there's a strong kind of biological element to studying psychology. So those two overlap really well together. And if you're interested in ecology, it's another area of A-level biology that often students find tricky. So if you cover the A-level environmental science at the same time, then also there's lots of really good overlaps to be made there. Normally our entry requirements at new colleges are grade 6 in single science for GCSE, or 2 6s if you're doing combined science, plus a grade 5 in maths. Obviously this year, this situation is very different to other years. So my main thing I would say is don't worry for now. And these are all things that can be figured out in the future. And we can figure it out and discuss in enrolment once all of your grades have been determined. Finally, you might be thinking about what you want to do to get ahead if you're interested in studying A-level biology at New College. I would thoroughly recommend that you go through the BBC Bitesize website and look at some of the self-assessment resources and the resources that are there. Understanding GCSE biology well is the best thing you can do to prepare for A-level. There are also some really good YouTube tutorials such as Crash Course Biology, Khan Academy and Bozeman Biology that are all the right A-level standard for you. You could get a revision guide, and I think the company CGP is often a really good one. Just make sure you get the OCR Biology A specification revision guide, and you could even get involved in some citizen science projects. There's a really good website called zooniverse.org that has really interesting university level research that everyone can get involved with and will really give you a taste for, getting involved in science in the future. So my name's Luke Sinek, and you can always feel free to email me if you have any more questions. Thank you.